The USMCA, Nancy Pelosi can't move. I tell you, I think she's incompetent, all right? They talk about Nancy Pelosi. She's totally lost control of her party.
President Trump today in our one-on-one blaming Speaker Nancy Pelosi for impeachment taking center stage when he says it should be a multi-trillion-dollar trade deal. The USMCA, the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement, a redo of NAFTA that a year later is still awaiting approval.
A lot of people on Capitol Hill will argue that they can walk and chew gum at the same time. As you know, you do, of course, have
She can't. She can't. She's not putting it up for a vote. Look, at some point, I'm going to lose Mexico. I'm going to lose Canada. They've been waiting. They're asking me, is that deal ever going to get approved? Put it up for a vote. She doesn't have to even talk to the Democrats. They're going to vote for it.
Some administration officials, though, tell us Pelosi has been cooperative. She's just argued the deal has to be worthy of more than a press release. It has to have real teeth on enforcement.
This cannot be the old NAFTA with a little sugar on top and say we renegotiated it, if it's not going to make the difference it needs to make in the lives of America's working families.
Trump claims their priorities are more about getting him out of office and those calls to Ukraine's President Zelensky.
These two calls to the president of Ukraine were absolutely perfect.
Would you change anything about it, even though you say it's
I don't
perfect?
think I'd
Looking back,
change
no.
anything.
The day after you appeared for your deposition, Lieutenant Colonel, President Trump called you a never-Trumper. Colonel Vindman, would you call yourself a never-Trumper?
Representative, I'd call myself never partisan.
They look like a bunch of fools. I just watched these hearings, and they're a joke.
Senator Mitch McConnell has said that he doesn't see any way in which his chamber votes to remove you from office. Do you look at the Senate now as a safety net?
I agree with him because I did nothing wrong. I agree with Mitch. If Mitch said that, I think it's a great statement.
The president telling me today that this hang-up over the USMCA is a prime example that, for better or worse, almost every fight in Washington these days is less about policy and more about him. At the White House, Scott Thuman.